Kumar, and I will be the sergeant at arms in today's meeting. To officially start and run the meeting smoothly, here are some ground rounds to be followed. First, please mute yourself when you are not speaking. Second, don't interrupt while someone is speaking. If you were to move during the meeting, please turn off your camera. Third, please be mindful from addressing sex, religion, and politics during the meeting. Fourth, be attentive throughout the meeting. Support and encourage the fellow speaker by turning on your camera, warm smiles, and claps. Use Zoom reaction button to express yourself during the meeting. As we know, everyone has a mission in life. Similarly, our Toastmaster has a mission. Our Toastmaster mission is to provide mutually supportive environment so that each member of our club can develop their leadership and communication skills. This in turn boosts their self-confidence and personal growth. So today I am also the Toastmaster of the day. Before talking about the theme, I would take the introduction of guest. So Saptanshu, please introduce to the club.
Yeah, hi, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Saptangshu Sarkar. So I am originally from West Bengal, a small town called Siliguri, and then at the foothills of Himalayas. So I studied in. Recently I completed my master's in MBA, like Masters in Business Management from IIM Indore, and I work as an investment banker in a boutique investment firm called Indigo Edge. And the reason for me joining Toastmaster is because one of the founders had asked me that in order to succeed in my field as an investment banker, I need to develop persuasion and convincing skills. And that is one of the reason why I joined Toastmaster. And that's all
Welcome
from my
to
side.
Speaker Day.
Sorry, did you say something? Did not.
Harjo Mama. Welcome to Speaker Day.
Okay, thank you.
Now next Nidhi.
Yeah, thank you, Venkatesh. Hello, Toastmasters and the guests. My name is Nitin. One second, sorry for the noise. One second. Extremely, I'm apologetic about that. Yeah, I'm Nitin. I am working as a data science manager at AB InBev, which is the world's largest brewer. And I am from Cochin. I've been in Bangalore for more than 12 years. And the reason for me to join Toastmasters is, as far back as I can remember, the constant feedback I have been getting in my corporate life is I need to improve my communication skills or improve my confidence and presence of mind. So, looking forward to talking to you, looking forward to meeting with you in the coming weeks and in my mission to improve myself. Thank you.
Okay, welcome to Speaker Day. Hoping to next meeting as well.
For sure, for sure.
Actually, in this meeting we are in less number due to many members have not joined. Okay. Jayant,
First of all, good morning to everyone. Myself, Jayant. I've been pursuing my bachelor's final year at Jain University. I'm on a mission to make myself comfortable in terms of verbal speaking. Verbal communication, as it will definitely give a boost to my attitude. To my demeanor as well. That's why I've joined Toastmasters Club.
welcome to Speaker Day, Jayant.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, so today I have selected a theme and it is the festival Diwali. So before I talk about the theme, can anyone tell me why Diwali is celebrated?
Yeah, being so religiously enriched country, we celebrate Diwali on the account of, uh, I mean, killing Ravana. According to my knowledge, killing Narkasura by goddess, some goddess name, I don't know, killing Nagasura. So that on that account, we are celebrating Diwali by burning crackers or celebrating with in terms of whatever religious practices we do. That's how. That's why we celebrate Diwali, I guess.
So I
Okay.
think we celebrate Diwali to like on the account of celebrating the homecoming of Lord Sri Ram. So I don't know if that is actually true or not. I think the burning of Ravan is Dashera and the homecoming of Lord Sri Ram is celebrated as a Diwali. So that is, as per my knowledge, I have a very limited knowledge about this matter. But that's what I
Yeah, you said whatever you said correctly.
think.
Anyone?
In addition to all this, all the mythology that we have in our country, the underlying message, I believe, is like we are getting rid of all the bad in our mind and in our lives and welcoming the good. So that is the underlying message of Diwali, I believe.
So today I will talk about Diwali in little detail. You probably heard India has multiple languages and the cultures. Either you take from north to south or east or west. India has so many cultures and festivals like you feel 365 days, 365 days, 365 festivals. How many of you from northern side? Anyone? No. Have you remembered Thakur Prasad calendar? Anyone know about it? No. So what my mother used to always say in every week, she used to see the calendar and she will say, when is the Ekarsi? Anybody know about any Ekarsi, the word Ekarsi?
Yes, I
No
know the
idea.
word. I know. I've heard Ekadasi.
Yeah.
In the south also
Yes,
we have Ekadashi. Is it same as Ekadashi?
It's the same. It's the same.
okay. Then why we do Ekadasi? Can anyone explain it? No idea. Okay. So my mother is to do every week, and in my locality, everybody do. I asked. I also do not have much knowledge about it, but I asked my mother one day, why you do every week fastings and you should and in Ekadasi you should not eat rice and vegetables. You should eat only fruits. So I asked my mother uh, why Ekadasi you do always. So she said that the, when she became old, the death will be not so be painful. So that's why everybody do Ekadasi. Everybody got it?
So adding to that point, Ekadashi is the 11th day of the fortnight in which we call. The 11th day is particularly so special to Lord Shiva as well. So that's why we celebrate every 11th day.
That one is different and ours is different.
In Tamil Nadu and Tirupati, the overlapping area, we celebrate like this every 11th day.
11th
Okay,
day, 11th day in
Tamil Nadu and the overlapping areas, Chittoor, Tirupati,
I mean 11th day counting from what?
the fortnight, every 15 days.
Okay, got it.
11 day from the full moon.
so I came from the north in Bihar, so Ekadasi is celebrated like this by mother. So India used to have a festivals for every day to bring life and enthusiasm to peoples, and festival means bring culture back and festival and also teach the future generation about the importance of the festivals. If we do not celebrate festivals, then maybe in the next few generations this will be vanished. That's why we celebrate festivals in whole year. So can anyone tell me meaning of Diwali word?
So it's related to diyas. So diyas means this mud.
Clay
What
lamp.
can I say? Yeah.
Also, like Deepam means light, right? Like Deepavali is festival of lights.
Deep, deep means light, and Vali means row of light. This is the meaning of Deepavali. So when Ram, Sita, Lakshman went to Vanvas like Panchavati, now it is in Nasik. There he stayed for 14 years, and due to her stepmother Kanika wants to her, her son Bharat to be the king of Ayodhya. So he went to the 14 years of Banbas, but when he killed Ravana and returned to Ayodhya, the people greeted him with the diyas. So me, what is the importance of diya and how it is helpful in our today's economies and also people? No idea.
I can talk about economies. So in terms of economy, like there is a lot of craftsmanship, not craftsmanship, a lot of people have their lives depending on this whole industry of making diya, this creating earthen lamps, and this whole so from manufacturing this thing to transporting this thing to selling this thing, a lot of people have their lives dependent on this industry. So economically, how is this important? We can, like, economically, that's how I can justify how why this is important. But yeah, other than economical, I don't have that much.
Yeah, we have read in that during British time that our cultures were very badly destroyed. Like when the missionary came, so our livelihoods of a small people got lost. Then similarly to the that makes many poor people, they are dependent on us. And if you take it, this is very economical also, and you can say it is biodegradable. And during festivals times, there, especially Diwali or Dasara, their demands are very huge. So it helps in both ways. Like many people gets pottery pottery departments gets job, and it also encouraged that. And we put mustard oil on it during Diwali times. We put mustard oil on it to burn it. So especially in Diwali, we, we on the rooftop we made so much of light, and we put diya on the windows or the boundaries in rooms also. So and then Diwali there are five days. First day we celebrate the and take the blessings of Lord Ganesha, and and the second one is Lord Krishna's to take the blessings. And the second day was the Lakshmi Puja. So what denotes Lakshmi? I think everybody knows.
Wealth and prosperity.
Yeah, wealth and prosperity. So this time we consider the to start a business lucky and do Lakshmi ji to bless everybody with good wealth. So so that everybody will be happy. And the third day we celebrate Bhai Dooj. Bhai Dooj, anyone? Vina. Bhai Dooj means, yeah, you say something, Vina.
No, sir, I don't. We don't celebrate Bhai Dooj, but I know that my friends do, and I think it is. It's not Raksha Bandhan. I shouldn't take a guess. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
different.
celebrating the brothers.
Yeah.
That's my
No,
guess.
no, it's not bursting. So,
Okay.
okay, the sisters call their brothers, and brothers will take the place to protect their sisters.
Huh.
Yeah, Pranit,
Uh, Sorry, Venkatesh, what was the question?
why we celebrate Vaidus on fourth day?
No, actually, never heard of it.
Okay, so brothers take the place to protect their sisters when in need, and that is the fourth day. And the fifth and final day, that people, all our families, every members or a group of villagers gathered and and burn fire and firecrackers. So this also helps to keep the unity among the people, and also the faith to preserve our society. So this is the fifth and final day of Deepavali. So now I will talk more about this. So every meeting has three segments. First one is prepare speeches, but today we do not have any prepared speeches. And the second is table topic session, which is conducted by our awesome table topic master, Toastmaster Lalitha. She is HR by profession and have a 10 years of corporate experience. She loves cooking, reading, and traveling. So over to you, Toastmaster Lalitha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Venkatesh, for such a warm welcome. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Toastmaster Lalitha, and I'll be the table topic master in today's meeting. But before starting, let me tell you what table topic session really means. Table topic session, this is a kind of impromptu speaking session where the table topic master would be giving you a topic and you get 5 to 10 seconds of time to think. And then you have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute and for a maximum of 2 minutes. So our timer, you will share the screen. The moment you cross 1 minute, it will be the card will be changed to green, and 1 minute 30 seconds it will be changed to yellow color, and beyond 2 minutes it will be changed to red color. So who is the timer? Can anyone take up the role of timer? Venkatesh, is it possible for you to take up? I think all others are new.
Yeah, I will take it manually.
Okay, fine. So you will show the card. Will you show the card? Venkatesh, you're on mute.
I'm using mobile note, then I will note it down. I will raise my hand when it is yellow.
Okay.
One and
No, mobile also you can just show. You can show your mobile. That's okay. Difficult? Is it difficult?
Yeah, it is difficult.
Okay.
Sorry, really
Yeah.
sorry. I was thinking like we can have the timer on the screen and share it, right? Like what I mean is stopwatch from two to 2 minutes to backwards, and then share that screen. Will that suffice, or you want that green?
Yeah, I think because they will, I mean,
get
when it
distracted.
keeps changing, no? The color keeps changing. That's the issue.
Yeah, Lalitha, I can take the timer role.
You can take it up. Thanks, Pranit. You need 1 or 2 minutes to take the cards.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, sure.
And can you remind me the times again? 1 minute 30 seconds green.
1 minute is green.
Okay.
1 minute 30 seconds is yellow, and 2 minutes is red.
Yeah, sure, got it.
Yeah, done. You can just demonstrate it. Green card.
Yeah, this is the green card. I'll show this at 1 minute, and this is the yellow card. I'll show this at 1 minute 30 seconds, and this is the red card, which I'll show it at 2 minutes.
So thank you, Pranit, for taking up the role at the last minute. So would anyone like to volunteer first? Anyone?
Yeah, I can.
Yes. So what's your favorite travel destination?
Okay, just I know I was not supposed to ask any more question, but do you mean a kind of place or a type of any particular place or type of place?
Anything. Table topic could be anything. You just have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing particular.
Okay. So personally, as I have been born and brought up near the hills, so as I have already said that I was raised in a town called Siliguri, which is at the foothills of Himalayas, and so on every weekends or whenever I would get free time when I was a kid or when I was in my undergrad days, I would just take my bike and travel to the nearby to any nearby hilly place. Hilly place, by hilly place I mean that any nearby place which has hills or which has this hilly road, waterfalls, all this thing. So right now, as I cannot visit those places, as those places are not So right now, when during weekend or when I have free time, I always get reminded of those places, and I always feel the urge of getting to travel into those places. But yeah, because of time, it is not possible right now. So because I don't have that much time, and also there is not a planning that needed to be done in order to make any kind of to travel or go to any kind of destination. So yeah, so I miss those places. And whenever you talk about favorite destination or favorite travel place, I always feel that if I could have just, like, if it was possible for one more time to visit those places with my friends and eat a plate of momo with a tea, so it would be like nothing could be better than that. So I'd say, yeah, that is a hills will be one of my like preferred traveling destination. That's all from my side.
Thank you. I too wish, to go to hills and travel. I really wish that. Second, would anyone like to volunteer?
Yeah, I will go.
Pranit? Sorry, who was it?
Jayant, no.
Okay. Yes, Jayant. If you could be someone else, who would it be? If you could be someone else, who would it be?
Yeah, if I could be someone else, it'd definitely be my father for sure. Why? Because I love the way he upbringed me right from my childhood. Even though there were many times my father faced various financial issues, emotional issues, he never thought of bringing that near me as for any situation for that matter. I always love the way he deals the situation diplomatically, neither hurting the opposite individual nor he getting emotionally broken. I always love that attitude. I also wanted to make sure that my kids are also brought up in such a manner that they love their father as well. I always look up to him as a hero or the idol, I would say. That's how I wanted to be as an individual as well. I also love the way he makes sure he have a poised balance between his work life as well as his emotional life. The attachment with his wife, my mother, attachment with his wife, the way he brings some sort of funny conversations, not making sure that his children are also in such a good vibe, learning how to be with a girl, learning how to act in a social conversation. That's how I wanted to be.
Thank you, Jayant. Like most of the times, we don't realize the sacrifice our parents have made. So it's very nice, like, you're really thinking about that and you're saying that. And next, would like to volunteer?
I can go next.
Sure, Nathan. So when was the last time you tried something new? What was it? When was the last time you tried something new? What was it?
Yeah. Thank you. So when I think about it, the last time when I tried something new was when I tried to play ping pong or table tennis the last week. So growing up, I always hated table tennis, or I thought I'll never be able to play. I generally participate in other games like shuttle and cricket and football and all that, but I always found table tennis something very intimidating. So trying out that, it was like a good experience for me because our entire team was there and there was a good chance to get really embarrassed. But anyway, I thought, okay, it has been some time since I tried, took up something new. But luckily, it turned out that, I mean, it is incredibly difficult to be a good player, but you can still keep the ball on the bat, on the table, I mean, with a little bit of effort. So it was a great experience taking up something new. And yeah, and uh, I always like to take up something new that brings up the inner child in you. So I'll continue to try new things and in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Who would like to volunteer next?
I'll go.
Yeah, sure, Vinay. Which is worse, failing or never trying? Which is worse, failing or never trying?
If I had been asked, if I were to think about it even like 3 months back, I would say failing. But now I'm trying new things and I'm just pushing myself. So I think never trying is worse. That would be my answer, because if you never try, you will never know your strengths and weaknesses. You will never go out there and explore the world. So never trying is worse, and also it'll also make you naive. I've come across people who just it's a mindset attitude also. It's a mindset thing where people, if you don't like give it a shot, you will not understand what you want in life also. So hence you won't understand what you are. Not to get too philosophical, but this has been my experience so far. So I'm really happy that I've tried new things this year. I'm happy that I've traveled more this year. I've traveled to Sikkim. I've had momos, and I've had many other like thukpa also. I never tried that before. I never thought I would like Maggie and soup together, but I like thukpa, and I made new friends. I go to skating now in Kaban Park. So I'm happy that I'm trying new things in life, and now I know for sure that even if I fall in the skating ground, it's better to fall and fail than never go and skate.
Thank you, Veena. So I totally agree with your thoughts. Like, trying is always better than failing. So next, would like to volunteer Venkatesh.
I'll go next, Lalitha.
Praneeth? Yeah, sure, Praneeth. Venkatesh, can you just see the time? Can you be a timer for him? Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
We can. So what is the one thing you would most like to change about the world? What is the one thing you would most like to change about the world?
One thing I'd like to change about the world. Well, even when it comes to the world or our country, India, I see that there is a lot of financial inequality. So I see a section of people whose income is just enough to meet their survival needs, and like another section who have very extravagant lifestyle. And this is true with the world as well. Right now, like we have rich countries, US, European countries, which are becoming richer and richer, and like there are countries like Afghanistan and right now the war-prone countries, they are becoming poorer and poorer, and like this difference has been increasing lately. So if there is something I would change, and this creates this type of situation is acts like a catalyst to more crime. So this type of situation increases the chances of uh, robberies and like people who are not willing to work, these types of people. So that's what I would change something about the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Praneeth. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this. Next up, Venkatesh, would you like to take it up? Venkatesh? Venkatesh, are you
He's,
there?
he's facing some internet issues.
I think it okay. Venkatesh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So would you like to try?
Yes.
Okay. Is a little knowledge a dangerous thing? Is a little knowledge a dangerous thing?
Thank you, Lalitha, for your wonderful topic. Yes, I believe little knowledge is dangerous thing. So take the case of Mahabharata. So when Mahabharata having Abhimanyu, he is having half of the knowledge. His his knowledge is to destroy the enemy, but he did not have the knowledge to how to overcome it. So when the chakras made for him, so he proudly said to his father Arjun that he will destroy these chakras. He is very confident, but he did not have fully knowledge about it. So father do not have many choice, but he has to tell everyone to go it. So when he goes, he destroyed many things, but when he landed up on the center of that chuck, that time he did not have the knowledge to overcome it. So it made the responsible for the death, the half knowledge that he is having, that is the responsible for his death. So when I speaks during the groups, I surely maintain that if I have the half knowledge, I will definitely not speak, because there will be other persons who will definitely uh, talk tell to say something deeply. So if I have fully knowledge, then I will tell it. Otherwise, I do not. So over to you, Toastmaster Lalita.
Thank you, Venkatesh, for sharing such a nice story that was so relatable to this topic. So can I have another round of table topic session, because we have very less members and no other activities? Okay. Okay. So I would be starting with the next round.
So Lalita,
yes,
yeah,
please.
yeah. Why we have time now? So there is no limit of time. How much they want to speak, they can speak.
Okay, that's also fine. Anything is fine. If everyone is fine.
Everybody is okay.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Or this time you can start a story and the second person will continue like that. We can do it.
No, I think everyone are pretty new, and I'm not very familiar with that setting
Okay.
of the story. So.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, fine. So next, who would like to volunteer?
Yeah, I would do.
Okay. So how to annoy a sibling?
Okay. So I might not have a very good answer regarding this because I never had a sibling.
Okay.
But
So do you want me to change the topic?
I mean, I can talk about it like from my
Okay.
imagination, from what I have seen my friends
fine.
do. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So whatever I have heard from my friends, so I would just try to give some examples and try to make sense out of that. So yeah. So one of the way to annoy a sibling would be taking their stuffs, or so I think I should be better with another topic, because really I don't have.
That's fine. I'll change the
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
So if you had a time machine, what part of history would you visit?
Okay. So yeah, if I had a time machine, so I would like to visit. Practically, I would like to visit India during 1995s, and like after 1990s when the liberalization started, because I am very fascinated by the fact that what made our government what made the government to side with liberalization and to give up all their not authoritarian, let's say, but to give up their control on the economics, and what made them uh, give up what was the economic situation that made them realize that we should let the private sector handle the business on its own, handle the economy on its own. And I think that during that time, it's not just liberalization, the internet bubble and all those things also started to develop from that time. So basically, if you had an entrepreneurship mentality from that, like if you are a person who has an entrepreneurship mentality, and you are in a time, so there is a lot of opportunities. So there is a lot of opportunity to solve new problems right now. So many of the problems have been solved, and it's just in like if I'm to give an example from my work experience perspective, because I work with a lot of founders and a lot of entrepreneurs. So basically, if you have been born in a time after 1995 to 2000, so if I had been in a time like that, so I would have been able to, like, I would have the chance to look at many problems and think of how to solve these things, how to solve these problems in a very innovative way. Right now, I feel the most of the problems have been solved, and it's just a fight for market share, who is trying to who can get more customers, but only the most important problems have been solved. So that's why I think during 1995 to 2000 would be a better time would be a time which I like to visit.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I really wish, the leaders, they were innovative in their thoughts, and most of the problems would be sorted out if they would think like you. So next, would like to volunteer?
I would like to go next.
Yes, madam. So 3 surprising facts about you. 3 surprising facts about you.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Sure.
I'm about 30 seconds. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, sure. 3 surprising facts about me. One, I even though I'm overweight and all that, I run a lot of marathons, and yeah, I can run 10-kilometer race without much difficulty. That is one thing that is surprising. Um, Another thing that is surprising is I love cars, and I mean, generally people who know about me think that I learned. I mean, I would have been driving cars very early, but uh, I mean, I know it won't be surprising to a group who don't know me at all, but people who know me closely, I mean, half the time I'll be browsing about cars, but it's surprise. The surprising part in that is I learned driving only a few years back. Still, I mean, so that is kind of something that is a mismatch. Third surprising thing about me is I don't know. Third surprising thing about me is I'm in a field that needs a lot of mathematics. I'm a data scientist, and I'm a data science manager now. But I've always got very, very bad marks throughout my career in maths. Like, you let it be 10th, 12th, graduation, MBA. Every time the quantitative part or the math was the toughest for me. But I ended up in a field that needs math on a day-to-day basis. So these are the 3 surprising things about me. Thank you for this talk.
Thank you, Nathan. It's like it happens in life, whatever we don't like, we are forced by nature to take up the same field.
True.
So next, would like to volunteer?
Yes, I will go next.
Jayant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What makes someone a hero? What makes someone a hero?
According to my perspective, what makes someone hero would be being empathetic and diplomatic in that particular situation. Say, for example, you're going through a tough phase and not able to study for the particular exam, or are not able to give your best at the particular situation. You shouldn't be screaming or yelling at the other individual saying that, why did you do that? Why are you not able to do that? You should be able to get down to in his shoes and think in such a situation that what you might have done. So this might make you look like hero, not for everyone, everybody, but for that particular individual who is going through that phase. So I think being diplomatic and empathetic at others would definitely be making you the hero. Not that the every moment, but at the correct instance or the situation, I feel.
Thank you, Jayant. Thank you, Jayant. I totally agree with what you're saying. Most of the time, if you put ourselves in other shoes and think of the situation, we'd be able to come out with a solution rather than blaming them. So next, would like to volunteer?
I'll go next.
Okay, Pranit. What was your favorite subject in your school or college, and why?
Most of my school time was pretty much dedicated to preparing IIT-JEE. So my favorite subject was physics. And yeah, right from the start, from my 7th grade kinematics chapter to everything in the 10th grade, everything till my +2, mechanics, gravitation, electricity, everything. We had a really good teacher who used to explain all concepts really well with live examples, real life examples, and gave us challenging problems. I liked that very much, that connecting each and every concept I learned to the real world, something like Kepler's laws to how Earth revolves around Sun, and yeah, at the same time, what happens during electricity, like some things related to current, static, dynamic, everything. So yeah, that was my favorite subject.
Thank you. I agree with you. Like most of the time, it is like if the teachers are really good in the subjects, we start liking the subjects. So most the credit it goes to the teachers. So next, would like to volunteer Venkatesh or Veena.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay.
Okay. If you are a prime minister of a day, what would you do?
If I were the prime minister of the day, I would be a little biased because I honestly, I'm not going to be speaking leadership point of view, but I'm going to be speaking Bangalore citizen point of view. So I'll be biased and I'll be thinking about Bangalore, and I will first finish all the metro projects or fasten the metro projects and reduce or prepone the deadlines so that the metros are in place fast. And importantly, I would also have way more parking lots for the metros so that residential areas like mine, it won't be taken away by cars, and we will have a more spacious and a beautiful place to live in, and children can run around and play around importantly, and old people can walk without any fear of coordination, hand-eye coordination. And I would also improve the infrastructure of the roads. Bangalore is beautiful, but the roads, there are many potholes in the roads. So I would improve that immediately, as soon as possible. And of course, the schools, I would reduce the time. The next one would be schools. I would reduce the number of hours in schools and make it more productive. Instead of making it 8 to 3, I would make it 8 to 2 or 8 to 1, where children actually study productively and then come back home and have some balance. And yeah, these are the improvements I would try to make. And Saturdays off for schools. IT people are not working, but children are going to schools. It is bad management of time. These are all opinions, but yeah, this is what I would do if I were prime minister for Bangalore.
Thank you, Meena. I truly wish you become a prime minister for a day and you bring in all these changes, wonderful changes. As Venkatesh.
Yes, Lalitha.
Yeah. So are leaders born or made? Are leaders born or made?
I truly believe that leaders are made. Everybody is born. It depends on situations. If you put someone in a situation which is impossible to overcome, definitely it will help in to have qualities like leader. So take in my case, actually, when I was around 8 or 9 years, my father left me, and I was I am the elder brother, and behind me one younger brother and mother. So when my father left me, and all the responsibilities came on my mother at that time because I was too small. So after the passage of 1 or 2 years, I realized my mother had been to so much of difficulties in life, like social pressure, and so some of the, I said, dishonest man dishonest men in our family have taken the advantage of situations. So when I grew, I came to know about all the situations, and so I made demands not angry. When I should not get angry at easy moment. So I have to take the decisions with all the calculative risk and to know everything. So I I can say I'm proudly that now I have maintained all my mother proud. My younger brother is in army, so all the difficulties have eradicated in my life. So over to you, Toastmaster Lalitha.
Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you for telling your story, and it is really nice that you made your mother proud of. I mean, you and your brother are made proud. And I think I'm done with this. So, would anyone want to do some activity or?
Sorry, Toastmaster Lalitha. One quick question. Sorry to put you on a spot, but since you and maybe others who are experienced, do you have any tips on how to deal with a situation like this? I mean, not particularly a tabletop topics or any like situation where you have to talk without given time to prepare, right? So, is there anything that people who are new can keep in mind?
It is like this table topic is conducted in almost in every meetings.
I see. Okay.
So the idea behind doing this table topic is like, it's a kind of an impromptu session. So even in our life, like whether it is personal or office, we come across this situation. So it is just for us to prepare mentally, like we have this table topic session. So this is mandatory in all the Toastmasters meeting.
Sure. Thank you.
So how many of you cricket fan here? Cricket fan.
I'm a huge cricket fan right from my childhood. Complete my family right from my grandfather. I hugely follow cricket, even though it's a first class match or a T20 match, irrespective of the format. I follow each and every game, right from West Indies, Australia, every match.
Okay. So in this Diwali, our India team has now made proud by winning 7 out of 7 matches.
Speaking of that context, I don't believe that India is doing skyrocketing, but India is consistently doing that for the past 2-3 years. But speaking of the exciting performance in this particular World Cup, I would feel upsets of Afghanistan and Netherlands are very particularly strong in terms of their cricketing performances. I feel that we could able to see the urge and passion of Netherlands and Afghanistani cricketers in that game.
Okay. So any special preparation this Diwali? Anyone can tell us? Either Veena, Saptanshu.
Did not get your question, can you?
Yeah. You're asking if there are special preparations, sir?
So, like how you celebrate Diwali?
We burst crackers, even though our neighbors don't, and they talk about the air quality and all. We don't burst so many, but we burst a little bit, just because we have young kids at home. And our cousins come over to celebrate the Festival of Lights, and we do a little puja, and yeah, and sweets, of course. That's how we celebrate.
It would be similar for me. Like it used to be similar for me, bursting crackers and all those things when I was living in my hometown. Even during my MBA years, it would not be bursting of crackers, but yeah, dressing up and maybe this hanging out with friends and all those things. But sadly, this year would be my Diwali would be a little sad. I'd just be sitting with Excels and PowerPoints. So this is the sad state of my life during this. That would be the sad state of my life during this Diwali. So, yeah.
Why is that? You got no holiday on Diwali?
No, basically in our field we don't have holidays. It's just about how much and what kind of deal we are working on. If we are right in the middle of a deal, so we have to just leave all the holidays and keep on working. So that's how it is. So like if you you have to inform your organization at least 2-3 months before, so that they don't put you in that kind of deal. So they understand beforehand that you can't be part of. But as I'm Bengali, Durga Puja was a more important part of my this thing cultural part. So I took a leave for Durga Puja. That's why I have to compensate. I had to this somehow balance it somehow. So if I had taken Durga Puja leave for 1 week, like work from home for 1 week, so I can't take Diwali. So that's how it is.
Yeah, even I got to know that investment bankers and management consultants have heck of a work-life balance.
Yeah, yeah. Sadly, that comes with all the glamour and all this thing.
So I will talk about from Dasara to Diwali how it happened in my area. So before Dasara, my mom used to say that we have to clean only little houses. She will say we have to clean not so much. But when she starts, every corner and everything she notices, she will clean it. And when you get up at 2 or 3 o'clock, you will see that many of, especially women, they will go to temples to perform pujas, almost full Navratri. And coming to the Diwali part, again everybody will clean their houses, and during Diwali times they will lit diya or near the windows, and I think every hole and corner of the room. And the final day, everybody knows that we lit firecrackers. So this is how we celebrate Diwali in our areas. So anyone wants to do some activities, or we should just put off the meeting? Anyone?
So I'll give one activity. So I will start with a story. I'll just give one line and that will just continue. Okay. Understood? Say, for example, like I tell one line of a story and I will pass it on to Ventesh. So Ventesh will just continue the story. So there is no time restriction because we have a lot of time today, not many participants. So is that okay for all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Should we just stick to the story, or can we turn around the story into any
You
kind
can
of?
turn around the story. You can turn around the story. That's not an issue. Can I start?
Sure.
Yeah. So I will be asking, like I'll be nominating the people who can volunteer. So it was a dark night. Ventesh, can you continue the story?
Yeah. So it was a dark night when I get up for running at 3:40 a.m. I saw one dog-like creatures. They will sound like a ghost. And when I fear no, that is far away. Then after passing a few minutes, I found that that sound is coming near to me. Now I'm very afraid that definitely something wrong, something wrong. So what I do, I slowly move to my house so that I to tell to mom that I have found these creatures sounding like ghosts. She said, you should not look at creatures. That is unlucky. If you see it, your whole day will get disturbed. So next part to Veena.
Okay. So continuing from sir's story, mom said that you should not. Can you please repeat the last sentence? I didn't catch that.
If you see that animal, your whole day will get disturbed.
Disturb the dogs.
Yeah, it's a dog-like creature, but not
The
dog.
dog like. Okay. So then after sir goes home, the dogs are still roaming around in the night around the park, and what they continue barking, at the moon, at the cars, at the scooties, whoever passes, and even robbers. But what the twist in the story is that many people think that the dogs are evil, but the dogs are actually a blessing in disguise, where they're there to protect the neighborhood secretly. They're deployed by the government to protect the neighborhood, and they're next level of dogs. They're special intelligence kind of dogs, where they are trained to trained to detect danger and protect people. Of course, people get scared and go home, but that is the point, so that the roads are safe and good people are safe, and they get to go home at that dark of night, at that hour of the night. Next person can continue.
Jayant, can you continue the story?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, speaking to the present context, after the complete situation, he immediately got out of his bed and he realized that it was a pure dream of hypothesis that he had. Later on, with that immediate kind of dream, he went on to browse that what kind of dreams we'll be getting based on what kind of character. He immediately figured out that his character is completely evil, and he went on to meet a psychiatrist saying that these are the kind of dreams I'm getting, that I'm being haunted. And later on, with a complete therapy, he figured out that the psychiatrist figured out that his or her childhood trauma and all sorts of evil things that she had undergone during her childhood, and even in the present days, she used to see many sort of psychological thrillers or horror thrillers, the black magic, the kind of thing. And thereon she went on to say these things to each and every individual that she came across, and she also had one atheist friend saying that don't follow these. There's nothing called as black magic or evil, good. It's all about your emotional or the mental state you're going through. Just go to a vacation, hang out with your friends. This is the present context, and I would like anyone to follow Shatangshu, bro.
Okay. So yeah. So okay, I'll continue from that part. So basically, my story, that actually the person has seen a creature that was not dog, that looked like a dog, and actually it was not part of a dream. It was an alien creature, and government wanted to keep it a secret. So like the Men in Black, they had a device through which they have manipulated Venkatesh into thinking that he had not seen it was actually a part of the dream, and they had created this whole story which Giant has said, which we have implanted this whole story in his mind, so that he forgets that he has seen an alien, or he raises any kind of alarm among the citizens of our country or the world, and the part of the alien part can be kept secret and can be kept as a secret project by the government. So that is my part. So if
Nidin, can
Pranit
you
want to
continue?
continue.
Yeah, Nidin, can you continue the story?
Yeah, thank you guys. So after it was last Toastmaster has said that it was not a dream, but the government made sure that he felt it as a dream. But uh, this dream keep happening, or like this, even though the psychiatrist told him that it was a dream, but this incident keep happening. So every day he started feeling the same. And one day when he really got the courage and went out and had the courage to go near that creature. So then he found out that it was some kind of a dog, but it has divine powers. So it can help him tell the future. It can help him in understand what can happen in the future. So he started asking the dog about the things. Started with smaller things. So it started letting him know about what can happen on the day after. So he started playing pranks with his friends and made use of this dog's ability for silly things. Now, after some time, his friend Saptanshu told him that why can't you use it in the stock market? So the ability of predicting what can happen in the future. So he made use of that dog's ability to tell the future, or the creature's ability, and started using it in the share market, and made a lot of money. This is my bit.
Praneeth, can you continue the story?
I'm not 100% following the story, but from the last part, yeah. So whoever that person is, he has made a lot of money in very less time. This raised a lot of bells in the government and the neighbors, and they have started suspecting how this guy is making this much money. There is something this guy has that we don't know, and yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. So any other activity would you like to try, or can we end the meeting? Any other activity anyone would like to try, or can we end the meeting?
I don't have anything in mind.
Okay. Anyone else?
Think here. Can't think of.
So can we end the meeting then? Yeah. So can you share your experiences? I think, Nitin, this was the first time for you. Can you share your experience?
Indeed, yeah. Well, it was a really great experience. I have a problem when put on a spot to talk. So almost 3 times today I could face those fears. So it was really wonderful. Yes, thank you so much, especially to you for organizing this. And the 2 set of table topics were really good, and even the game. Thank you all. My thanks to all the Toastmasters and fellow guests.
Thank you,
Looking forward to
Nitin.
talking.
Thank you, Nitin. We
Thanks.
look forward to meeting you in the next meeting. Veena, would you like to share your experience?
Oh yes, it was really nice. I really want to improve the skill of talking on the spot. When you have thoughts, like especially after the meeting, I'm sure I'll go back and be like, oh, I should have said this. I should have said. But now with practice, I will say what I always wanted to say, and that is what I look forward to. I look forward to reaching that moment, and this was really nice. The learning curve, I'm really happy with, and hope I get more. Thank you, ma'am, for
Thank you,
organizing.
Veena. Thank you. Jayant, would you like to share your experience?
Yes, ma'am. Firstly, thanks for the opportunity. And this is my second meeting with the Speakers Den Toastmasters Club. After my first meeting, in this particular meeting, I was so good with expressing my thoughts, my emotions as well. Typically, I'm a kind of introvert come extrovert, depending on the situation. Always thoughts keep on bombarding my mind, but I'm unable to put forth that particular points. So as I'm trying to pursue my master's in particular MBA, so which is very much required for communication or whatsoever. So I'm trying to enhance that particular skill. That's why I've joined this particular club. That's it now.
Thank you, Jayant. Saptanshu, you're a member, right?
Yeah, I remember. I had not been part of meetings for the last 1 month because
Okay.
for October, I guess, because
Okay.
the work has become too hectic, so couldn't
Right.
even get time in Sunday. So yeah, basically I could see some improvements, some changes at my part. So during the first time when I had been put at a table topic, and I had been put in a position where I had to say something instantly. So during that time, I remember that I could feel my heartbeat rising and all those things. I'm getting very nervous. Right now, I know that there is a lot of I still need a lot of time to uh, get to a level of perfection, you can say, in terms of articulating my thoughts. But the improvement which I can sense is that I don't get nervous while I'm kept in the spot right now. So even though I can't think of things to say at that particular moment, but still I can speak anything without getting nervous, and I think that is a very big improvement, because nervousness makes your thought process much more cloudy. So if you can get rid of solve one problem at a time, so that's good.
Thank you. Fine. Now over to you, Venkatesh. I think you can close the meeting.
Yeah, we can close the meeting now.
Okay, so with this, we'll be closing the meeting. So thank you all for joining in. So have a great Sunday. See you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.